Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, a spiritual user manual for life. This channel is dedicated to reading and unpacking the text section of the book A Course in Miracles, because of the philosophical style it is written in. Many have difficulty comprehending it. Having studied it for many years, I offer my understanding. As a lagniappe, I include knowledge drawn from the Seth books of Jane Roberts. The sparkly edition version of the book is used. The videos follow the order of the text. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Introduction to Miracles. This is a course in miracles. It is a required course. Only the time you take it is voluntary. Free will does not mean that you can establish the curriculum. It means only that you may elect what you want to take at a given time. The course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that is beyond what can be taught. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is your natural inheritance. The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. This course can therefore be summed up very simply in this way. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. End of the section. There it is. Nothing fancy or sophisticated. Just a few simple sentences about what this course is about. No fluff, straight to the point. Reminds me of Miss Carrington, my English teacher in secondary school, who always reminded us to use clarity and brevity in our writing. Let's dig in. First of all, like any good student, we must be prepared to question everything. Regardless, if we are to invest time and effort into anything, it is essential that we determine, is it valid? Is it verifiable? If it meets this criteria, then we're on to something worthy of consideration. This is the mindset that I've developed after going down many a road that I thought was the highway to nirvana, only to realize that they were only scenic dead ends. This is my recommendation to everyone as we journey down this road. So how does this first section fare? It's simple and straightforward. There's a quiet confidence that I get from it. The speaker is well versed in the material and able to summarize it in an effective and authoritative manner. It piques at my curiosity to find out more. Naturally, there are many questions that can be asked. However, this is the first of many sections. I'll put them on hold for now. That's probably the intention of this section, to start us thinking in this manner. After all, it is a course on mind retraining. The last sentence, herein lies the peace of God, deserves some attention. It is a summary of this section and points to an ideal state that is immensely desirable. How valid and verifiable is it? Let's explore. We've been taught that peace is achieved through strength. Might makes right. The biggest badass gets to make the rules, has been the rationale many of us have lived by. Or, he who fights and runs away can live to fight another day. Fight or flight seems to be our choices if we want peace. This peace of God points to a third option. What is it? What is it based on? 2 sentences prior, it states nothing real can be threatened. To threaten is to try and impose a state of fear. This is done because in some manner, a situation is perceived as a threat, triggering a state of fear. To resolve it, the options are either to fight, threaten the perceived source of the threat to back off or else, or flight, find some way to submit to the threat. Either option can involve deadly consequences. We've all had experiences where a situation was perceived as a threat and we had the time to decide, fight or flight. We've also had situations where we were directly attacked and had to respond immediately, again fight or flight. But if nothing real can be threatened, and we and our experiences are real, then there should be no need to respond with either option. So what's the third option? Several maxims come to mind. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. A stitch in time saves 9. Nip it in the bud. Point to valid and verifiable proactive rather than reactive approaches to peacefully resolve known, potentially contentious situations. How about those situations that we're not aware of? These 2 come from the Bible. Perfect love casts out fear, and the truth will set you free. They imply perfect love, and the truth are the kryptonite of fear, which would make them valid examples of what is real. Taken further, They suggest that in an environment of perfect love and the truth, Threats, fear, and anything unreal would not exist. Freedom, peace, and love would reign. Is this the third option? How do we create it? Is this the objective of the course? That would be a strong motivation for doing it. Until then, verification will have to wait. In the meantime, we continue to live in a world full of fear, distortions of the truth, full of bondage, and lacking in peace. Teaching us the fundamentals of how to achieve this peace of God is the objective of the course. The unpacking, questioning, and exploring of this curriculum is what we will be doing in the videos for all the subsequent sections. The next recording will be Chapter 1, Principles of Miracles, Part A. Hope you join me.